everyone, this is Sandy Racy with StampItCrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm trying to get my camera straight here. Thanks for joining me today. We have one last super cute little Halloween treat to share with you. Before I get started, just please click subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. I'd love to have you part of our stamping community. And then we also have an awesome Stampin' Up! Starter Kit offer this month. It's $35. You pick $125 worth of product, and you get access to all of the Stampin' Up! Training, all of our Facebook groups. You get to come to Stampin' Up! Events or join us exclusive online events. You also get to pre-order early, which is always a perk for everybody. So, and then you save 20% once you purchase that starter kit, 20% off all your orders. So who doesn't want to save? If you're a happy shopper and you want a discount, this is the best way to go. Plus, I'd love to have you on my team. So click the link below if you want more information, or feel free to message or contact me and I'll be happy to help. Okay, let's get started. So we are making a little lollipop holder. And I am using some of our black 12 by 12 cardstock. Now this cardstock, the first one I made, I used the two-tone. We also have the black in regular, which is a little bit thicker. My first one was a little wonky, so we used this one for class. And here's, I'll show you the template. We've got this side. It's 3 by 12. If you can see that whole thing, it's 3 inches wide by 12 long, and I've scored it at 1/2, and then 1.5, 3, 4, 7.5, and 8.5. Now this first little one is where we're going to put adhesive right here, and then we punch 3 holes across this middle section, and then we're going to stamp right here. Why there's a little circle there? Oh, that's where we're going to put, I almost forgot what it was there for. That's where we're going to put our Velcro. So we want to make sure we get our sentiment up near the top, up near this second score line. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to do our stamping and embossing first. And because it's on black, we're going to stamp and emboss with white. You could use silver if you want, gold if you have a color. Either way, I want to make sure I get below my score line, and I'm doing no tricks, all treats, or as I always say, all tricks, no treats. Okay, and let's heat that real quick. While that's heating, I'll show you we're using the Spooky Halloween suite, or bundle. This is Spooky Halloween. This is a suite. It has, I got that wrong on the last video. Well, this is a suite. It has designer paper. It has some ribbon. We have lots of little Halloween sets that all coordinate. And so we're using this suite today. So the stamp set, let me show you the rest of our pieces. We're using some designer paper, we're using some dies from this set, all kinds of fun things. Okay, so we are going to put some adhesive right here, and I'm going to use Karen tape. I have some right here, right on this small flap right up front. And then on the back, we're going to attach some adhesive here. We have a second piece of black cardstock, and this one, here's my template for this. It's 3 by 2.5, so 3 wide, which is the same width as our main holder, 2.5. Then we scored it 3/4 from each side, so 3/4 and then 1 3/4. And then I've punched the holes the same way I did these. So I just kind of line them up and punch through. And I did that on all my ones for class so that we wouldn't have any confusion. Then we're going to 4 of these. And so I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to fold all these back on all these score lines. Lots of scoring on this project to make this fun little box. Okay, so you can see we're doing it this way. Now, what I like to do is to fold up the first 2 panels, and then I fold this, I leave that out and fold it down on top. And this is going to get this nice and flush. So we have our small flap with our adhesive, we have our dots, then we're going to leave the next 2 panels down and then fold this next big panel over, and then when you open it, it's exactly square. Okay, now we're going to take this piece and I'm going to put some adhesive here and here. You can also use liquid glue. I think I did on mine because it's a little easier to maneuver. And I'm going to fold this. I'm going to put it right inside here, flush with the bottom. So the edges are going to rest on the bottom. Well, I got to get that in just a hair. Might stick out a bit, but we want it even. Okay. Press that, and then this has got to be down, and press that. So in theory, it should fold flat once you get those down in there. Then when you open, you see we have 2 levels of the dots. Okay, I'll show you how the candy goes in there in a second. We're going to go ahead and decorate the front. I have a piece of the designer paper. Oh, that's really cute. It's like a little house. But I'm going to use the pink background because we have some other things we're going to put on here. And I just love this kind of etched pattern here. Alright, now I've die cut a house and a moon. I just used a circle punch for our moon. You can use a die or whatever you need. I have a little bit of scrap paper. Let's see, it should be big enough. Nope, not quite tall enough. What I'm going to do is just grab a little glue, put some little dots of glue in around my house, around the openings where I need the yellow to show through. I clogged up my glue here. I was having a problem before with it bubbling and not stopping. Okay. So you have a choice. You can paint a piece behind there, or you can glue the whole thing. And then I just take and I kind of undercut just a hair around. I got a couple pieces I didn't get out. Let's see if we can get those out. Okay, make sure all your pieces are popped out before you glue it down. Okay, we'll make sure I don't cut that out. Okay, so super easy to just kind of trim, and then that gets all of your little openings covered. All right, let's do some pop-ups on here. To use our black dimensionals very often, so when I get a chance I like to use those, and then especially on little small things like this. So we have our 2 bats, put kind of going off that direction. And then one kind of going here. It's okay if it hangs over. And then we have our stars. These are our glittery foam stars. I think I might do white. Just, we don't have any white on here. We'll do a small, medium, and large. I'll put my medium up there. We'll put our small down here with our big one. Cute. There's the front. And then last but not least, we need our Velcro dot, which I dumped it out. Hold on, I'm looking for it. It was in my bag. And you guys are probably saying, it's right there in front of you. Yep, it's right here in front of me. Okay. So these are the little 3/8 inch Velcro dots, and they're very thin, which is why I like to use these on my projects. So I'm taking the backing off of the soft side, because I like my soft, which side do I want to do? I don't know. The hard side is the base and the soft side the top. I'm going to get that right there. And if you wanted, you could probably color that black. So I'm going to fold this down. So we have our words and one more panel. We're going to fold this flat. And this is going to stick to the other side of the Velcro dot. And then that's how you get it placed perfectly. All right. So the goal is for this to be flush and to stand up on its own, like it does right there. We can tilt it back. Oh, perfect. So much better than the one with the two-tone, because that's just a thinner cardstock. So I found these cute little, they're dum-dums, but they're Stranger Things dum-dums. So they have fun little Halloween colors. And you can just poke these right in. You want to make sure you get them through both sets of the holes so that they stand up. Now these are not Halloween flavors. We have root beer. What is this one? Black raspberry. I don't know what it says. It says something. Something Rift. Seasonal Rift. I don't know what that is. And this is sour apple. So maybe a little bit Halloween-y. Okay. They're going all the way down to the bottom. We'll close that up. And then you have your cute little gift. You open it up, and then you have some fun little Halloween treats. When you press this down, look, you don't. It's clear, so you don't even see it. We see this one, but that's okay because this is the one that matters. All right. I hope you enjoyed today's projects. I will post measurements on my blog, but if you want to take a quick screenshot or pause and write those down, they are right there. All right. Thanks everybody for stopping by, and we will see you next time. Oh, next time, for the next 4 videos, I'm going to be traveling. So I pre-recorded, and I had a huge amount of cards to share. So that's what we're going to be watching. I think Thursday I may have time to do a tutorial, but then the rest of the month and the first video or 2 in November will be just showing you all the wonderful cards that we've either made or I've gotten in swaps or people have sent me. So I had a ton. I mean, I had months and months of these that I've been saving that I haven't gotten posted anywhere. So thought it would be fun to show you all of them. All right. Thanks everybody, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.